twisted fables, lore, Scheherazade. It was a name whispered only in the darkest corners of the underworld, murmured in trembling tones and accompanied by furtive glances. If someone carelessly mentioned the weaver of tales, then that person would suddenly, mysteriously disappear. Widely acknowledged to be the puppeteer behind the cyberverse syndicates, very few knew who the weaver actually was, or even if it was a real person. But the privileged few understood that the weaver was female, a foreigner from remote parts who had come to the city and seized its power for her own purposes. Wasn't she? Or was she an owl who controlled the city? Or perhaps an entity from times long since past? Maybe a supernatural being, a demon, an angel, a djinn? Potentially she was all of them, or none of them. Likely it didn't matter in the end. Defining her made her no less deadly. There was hardly a soul alive who knew that the weaver's real name was Scheherazade. Not that this knowledge would have helped anyone had they known it. Scheherazade had integrated her mind so deeply into the system that she could track every living person. She could control the flow of information or the stream of human beings. Her whisper was the one people heard inside their heads, and if the need arose, a more direct approach was also possible. She held the ability to unmake a person, or maybe even worse, to disconnect someone from the net altogether. These abilities made her something more than a mere mortal. Perhaps in a digital world, she was the closest thing to a goddess that one could find, and that made her unimaginably dangerous. Lately, however, Scheherazade's energies have been directed toward a new area of experimentation, one that could lead to genuinely limitless power. Some say it's what she had planned all along. Regardless, if she succeeds in this, then she will be truly unstoppable.